Welcome to another super exciting, mega exciting 5-minute auto pairing. Okay, let's see what happens here. So if I can play a solid opening for a change, this might be a good idea. This is a relative of the London system, I have to be honest. Oh dear. F9, Nfd2, the challenge of the night. Against the very slow placed, accurate player, I think it pays to try and play solidly. The reason for that is, if you sacrifice pieces and they refute the whole thing, then that's it. They can win quite quickly after that. Whilst if they really are slow placed and you're playing solidly, I think you can get better results. Here, okay, I've only got about 30-second clock advantage right now. So he's going in for e4. Does that bother me at the moment? He does seem to have. It seems to have equalised. I've got a kind of reverse French though with c4, so it doesn't look. Well, I did have. Maybe I have to work on something else. F3 is a bit weakening in many respects. So what if I just play for this and maybe c4 soon? That c6 pawn could be a little bit weak. Let's see, knight b4, knight a6 to c5. That might be possible. Knight b4 to a6 to c5. He's kind of restricted my options quite severely. I don't want to play f3 or h3. This knight g3 will double my pawns. c4, although it does seem tempting, it would give him maybe the d5 square. It's not without controversy, but it does seem overall the c6 pawn should be okay as compensation to gain access to it on that c file. So I'll mind you, it runs into a pin or queen a6. My queen is not protected, so we're just protecting the queen for a moment. So that c4 is more effective without takes queen a6. I've had that sort of thing in over the board recently. It's annoying, but antics when timing of doing things can be improved slightly to give it more support. This c4 without this self pin. So here, is it really worth it? Or is he going to play a4? I think it might be. I think I'll punt it because I think the bishop's still blunted by this structure. So now I've accumulated a 1 minute clock advantage. I can get the queens off and maybe work on that queen side. Mind you, knight a4 to c3 is going to be a nuisance. So I wonder, c takes, knight, pawn takes, knight b3, knight a4, knight a3. I think there's knight c5 to follow. So it might just be okay. Knight b3. Now he's going to pin this knight. So let's do this first without going into another pin over here. Be nice to try and double these rooks. So knight b3. Okay, I'll keep the rooks controlling that c file. I'm going to play knight b3 to c5. This is shielded by that a5 pawn. Oh dear. Things are starting to get uncomfortable. Knight b3 to c5. Nope. Things have got very uncomfortable all of a sudden. Panic.
Check.
Is he going to be winning a pawn soon? Rook c2, knight b3. It's winning a pawn. I don't think there's any miracle save here. My poor A pawn dropping. I'll get the rook off. I hope for the best. Only a 30-second clock advantage, so he found a way through. He found a way through. I get my king over here, maybe that's a hope that he could underestimate. Mind you, there's always bishop e1. So can I chase this bishop away? My knight's about to be stranded. Yeah, can I f3 take him? G4. A bit tied down. No, there's knight a3. I suppose I can try and get the pawns off the dark squares and play knight a3 if I get them off a little bit, the dark squares, and g4. Get to play g4. Oh, he's just going to win my knight with king c6, that's the point. Knight a7, that's king b7. Wasn't that just winning the knight? I don't know what I was doing there. Or maybe I was taking here. Okay, come back and take d5. Knight a4 doesn't do anything. Try and keep a blockade somewhere. On a2, if nothing else. So when his king enter, I think it does. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I have to play, I have to do something. E3's loose, his king. Maybe knight b4 is worth. No, I'm just tied down here quite badly. King b5, king a4. It's not good. If I can sack the knight for a pawn, can I do something with? Look at this. He's just taking his time. Moving my king away is not usually. It's probably not a hot idea. What about the knight b4? He has to take and then takes a2's queening. He's getting a bit short on time. So if I don't do anything for a moment, he's going to have to get his king across, surely. What's he doing here? Right, he's going to get his knight to win the g2 pawn. King c3, am I getting mated? Nearly. There isn't knight e1 just yet because my knight's on e1. What? Can I just take that? Did he just blunder a piece? How weird. Well, that's maintained my 2200 rating, 2215. I didn't deserve anything there. I just don't know. I just find a lot of players very, very solid. I mean, I was trying to play solidly, and it's like my whole c4 was hijacked, and this has happened before. I try and do something active, and it just seems to backfire. I mean, I even tried to prepare it with this, protecting the queen, you know, against this. But black is just better here, c4. Now, if I don't play c4, what if I just waited? what would actually he do if I just waited? But it's not a way to play. I just don't like playing like that. And by doing this, yes, he's just saying I've got loads of weaknesses. It's fair enough. It's a way of winning. He's just better here. The bishop is actually really powerful. I thought that was it, coming to b4.
Check.
I'm surprised after winning at a2 he couldn't convert this. I mean, he's 2-1-4-5. Let's see. I mean, he's actually been probably up to his 5-minute ratings, believe it or not. He's been up to 2988. Sorry, no, I'm reading that wrong. Sorry, no, that is a bit overstatement. He's been up to 2324 on the 5-minute auto parrying 8th of April this year. So, you know, should he have converted it? Probably. He's nearly +3 here. I thought this was just winning the knight. Why didn't he just do this?
Check.
Because the knight's okay. He's got there, I suppose. Did he see this? King b6. Then I lose the knight. The knight's just run out of squares. So what he did here was give me knight c3. A pathetic game, I must say. I don't know what there is to gain from such a game. I'm hoping that when I play actively in other games, it doesn't backfire so much. So maybe earlier on, it was a problem losing the dark square bishop. What he did in the opening seemed actually quite exceptional in some respect. Then positionally, that this getting rid of my light square bishop and having this option to take the dark square bishop without me having f3 and h3 is actually a real pain, I gotta say. So yeah, he's better here already. So I guess that's why the active operation would logically backfire. I mean, I think it would backfire here as well if I played for f3. Let's just imagine. Let's give him a move. Any move. Okay, except for rook b8. Let's say a5. If f3, I think this just backfires. Just takes. Bishop h6. Yes, I mean, I've got lots of weaknesses under scrutiny. This could get bad, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.